Hey everybody, it's Stephanie from Casa Simone. What's that you say? You'd like to find a day pass in Roatan? Well, let me tell you, it isn't hard. There are so many available. So if you're staying at an Airbnb, or even if you're in West End or West Bay on the beach there and you'd like to try out a different beach, you will have no problem finding places to go. I kind of would divide them into two categories. There's the official consumable day pass where you pay up front and in exchange you get food and drink and facilities. And there's the kind of gentleman's agreement day pass where you show up and use the facilities and they trust that you're going to eat and drink enough to make it worth their while. So it's kind of the same story sliced two different ways. Now there are a few, this here in these pictures is Media Luna, and it is a full-on all-inclusive resort, and you can go there and get a day pass and have the typical all-inclusive resort experience for a day where you have a buffet and some slushy beverages. This is Brady's Key. You take a little barge across and you pay a consumable cover, and then you get to eat and drink it up as you sit on the beach and go snorkeling, and it's one of our favorites. Little French Key would kind of fall into the same category. This is Paya Bay out in Camp Bay, and they have a consumable cover day pass as well. There's just a whole bunch of them that do this technique where you kind of have to pay up front and they trust that you're going to then eat the food and drink as you go. We never have a problem spending our $30. If you show up at noon and you sit around all day on the beach and you have something to eat and a couple drinks, your day pass is gone. This is Fantasy Island. It's one of the more expensive ones. It's up to you whether you think it's worthwhile or not. It is a really beautiful beach. So yeah, that would be the consumable cover. You pay first, then you get to eat the food. Here's one in West Bay. This is Paradise Beach Club. Infinity Bay also has a consumable cover like this as well. Now, if you don't like the idea of paying up front for food and drink, you do have two other options. First of all, the beaches are public. So you can just show up at West Bay or West End, or Turquoise Bay is another one like this, and just walk on out there and use the beach, and you don't have to pay for anything. But if you would like to use the chairs and the facilities, you can do what I've referred to here as sort of the Gentleman's Day Pass, which is where you show up and use the facilities, and they trust that you are going to eat and drink enough stuff so that you are not just a leech hogging up spots in the restaurant, but you are actually a customer. So I would say if you choose to go this route, and we do this as well, do spend enough money in terms of food and drink that you are making it worthwhile for the business, because they're not just there putting on chairs and cleaning toilets so that you can come and enjoy the beach for free. Make sure that you spend enough money that you are actually a customer and not just a cheap ass using their stuff. And we did have one unpleasant day at a really popular restaurant one time where the guy had to bounce like 9 people who were all just sitting around sharing one pop and using the facilities, taking away the space from paying customers. So if you choose to do that, don't be a jerk. Be a good person. See you there.